fuck up. Good?
So this is today's waterfall. It's much smaller than the one we saw yesterday, so well, because we saw them in this order, it's less impressive, but it's very cute nonetheless. There's less space to dispatch and take your individual pictures from the waterfall. And also, because it did not get recorded on my previous footage, dear tourists, please be mindful and considerate about your fellow Instagrammers, okay? Everyone wants to get a nice footage, so get out of the way. This rant was shorter than the last one. I just didn't get recorded. Ulishu, do you want to add anything?
Be patient. People will move out of the way.
Yeah, whatever. So this is the waterfall. It was a quick check. The climb here, as you can see, is not as hectic as it was yesterday. So we've been here maybe 15 minutes and we are ready to move on to our next location, which is a temple. Bye! Okay, and the very last footage, because actually I find this super cute. At the entrance to this waterfall there is this bamboo path with bamboo arced above us in a very cute way, and we are just at the exit. So Ulishu, how would you rate this experience?
I would rate it, the waterfall is maybe 3 out of 5. The behavior at this waterfall is maybe a 1 out of 5. And the overall experience is I would say 4.
This doesn't add up.
You check my map. It's a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay, so I'll give it a 2.5 or 3. It was okay. The drive here is short, so it's not that bad. But overall, like, maybe because of the impressions of yesterday's waterfall, which was absolutely stunning, this one is an okay one. So it's up to you to decide. Bye!
Welcome to Pura Kehen.
So we just arrived at another temple, which is called
Pura Kehen.
Pura Kehen, and apparently it's a smaller version of the Saki. So this is what we're gonna check out right now. It's actually surprising because just in front of it there is like a normal road. Let's see what we can actually see from here. And with this beautiful sound of the engine in the background, because real tourists arrived and they parked just in front.
So welcome to Pura Kehen, Pura Kehen Temple. Kehen is mean flame of fire. So this temple is using for to make us like a promise, for the temple like this. Whoever will walk to the king palace. So they have to promise the harness to all the girls from the king family or royal family.
is actually very beautiful and calm. There are not many tourists. We entered the first or the second compound, depending how you count it, so we'll probably figure out once we go to another level. But as you can see, the temple is located on a slope and it's on terraces. So we just entered another terrace. Beautiful, beautiful gate. I think this is one of the most beautiful gates to the temple we've seen. And here we are off to another gate. It's actually pretty funny or moving how the peaceful ambience here in the temple contrasts with the outside world that you can hear in here. So we just entered, so I would say that this is the second compound where the offerings were prepared. Yet another terrace. And what we will be able to see in here above us is the third compound. So the last mandala where actually all the most important shrines are. Here is the most important shrine in the entire complex. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 roofs. They are absolutely beautiful. The roof is black. I think it's a grass or hay from rice, and there are like those golden decorations around the roof and beautiful, beautiful detailed carvings in stone. Here we have another little shrine. It's probably one of the older ones. It's only carved in stone. I believe that this one again is one of my favorite temples that we visited, and we actually scratched it from our list because the description said that this is just a smaller version of Besaki, but as much as Besaki is, look at these dragons here. As much as Besaki is the most important temple, the oldest one, the mother temple of all the Balinese Hinduism, so the most important shrine or temple complex on the island, I personally think I prefer this one. Look at this beautiful butterfly. It has like blue wings. Can you see it? So maybe what is also adding to the ambience here and like my appreciation for it is that the context. So Besaki is on the slope of Mount Agung, which is obviously additional sacred meaning to this place and how it was selected. Mount Agung is the most sacred place on Bali, but it means that the slope is quite open and exposed, and there are not too many trees or greenery around this. And what I appreciate here, and I think it was a little bit the same yesterday when we visited other temples, are the trees, the entire surroundings that creates, first of all, the beautiful background to better expose the temples, but also, as you can hear, it is the habitat to countless birds and, well, crickets maybe? that add to this pensive vibe that this place have and always have for people who come here to pray and meditate. Actually beautiful place, and beautiful in this time of the day. It's still quite early. I believe it's maybe 10 a.m. Ulishu confirms it's 10 a.m. so quite empty. The sun is on our backs or on our side, so actually the temple is in nice shade still, and there's like a very light breeze that we appreciate. So yesterday when we visited Tamana Yunus, the last temple, we were also mentioned of the ceramics. Oh no, it was probably Goa Lawa. So you can see here as well, there's like ceramic bowls that are actually put into the walls as a part of decoration, but I actually think that these ones here on the lower part are just paintings, and only the main ones are actually real ceramic porcelain or ceramic plates, which is a very interesting trend. And with this final footage of the main temple through the gate, I'll get back to you in a second.
Hey everyone, so we're gonna give you our impressions of Pura Kehen. Kashu?
I loved it. I personally loved it. I think we arrived on perfect time early in the morning. It was still like the ambience was nice. It was really quiet, only crickets in the background. A huge group of tourists just arrived. But this is just the surroundings. The temple itself, or the temple complex, is absolutely beautiful. It's super detailed. There are different shrines from different periods, so you can clearly see like the older style, the newer style. You can even have some ceramic decorations in the walls. So I really appreciated that, and I will rate it 5 out of 5. You?
I think I agree. It was quiet. It gave us a nice opportunity to take really good photos, really good video. Really impressive. Apparently it's a miniature version of Besaki. Besaki, as you know, was a little more crowded, filled with tourists. You had to get there early. This one we got here around 10:30. Still a great temple to check out. Definitely come and see it. 5 out of 5. Yeah.
Sorry.
We need to return wrong. See you later. We're now at Penglipuran village.
So we just arrived. It looks like it's very close from the temple we just visited. That is Pura Kehen. Kehen?
Kehen.
Yes, Pura Kehen. And now we are going to see this village. I literally do not know what to expect, so we'll show you everything in a second. Wow. This is actually very cute.
Yeah, the bag.
So this is actually very interesting and cool place. To be very honest with you, I thought it's gonna be a village that we're just gonna go through, and it's gonna be a little bit more traditional than the compounds that we saw so far. But no, this is actually a historical complex that we are walking through. It is closed to the everyday life, let's call it this way, so people do not live here, and actually every single of these little houses right now is just taken by local commerce and local artists. So you can visit every single one of them. Look at the little street here. You can visit every single one of the houses, but actually inside right now there's like commerce and shops. There's a lot of tourists, but it looks like this complex is absolutely huge. Lishu taking a picture of us. So I know that it has absolutely nothing to do, and like maybe this is wrong comparison, so but we are here to give you our impressions. So what it actually made me think of is Pompeii. Not because this village was covered by volcanic ashes, not at all. I don't think it was ever destroyed. It's actually just preserved just the way it was. But the way the streets are paved and the houses, the walls, separating different households, little gateways, and how you can visit every single of the houses or just peer through the fence or through the gate. It actually made me think of Pompeii. And I would say it's a very positive association for me, because we really loved visiting Pompeii when we went to Napoli last year with Uli. Look at this one, maybe we can peer in. Or maybe not. So what I like about this place is that there are a lot of local tourists. So people from Bali and from Indonesia coming here to visit. You can recognize them very easily because all of them wear sarong and the very characteristical scarf or piece of tissue in the waist. And some of them wear head scarves if they come from a Muslim part of Bali or Indonesia. This is truly not what I expected, and I am mesmerized. This is very, very beautiful, beautiful place. And we are heading towards what looks like a gate. Look in here. Uli, what are your impressions so far?
That's far more than what I expected it to have.
Yeah, totally, right?
And I think I agree. It kind of reminded me of Pompeii, and when it existed, it was probably bustling with people selling, drinks, food, textiles, other products. So, really cute.
Actually, if this is possible, I will maybe try to enter here. You can see a very beautiful house temple. I'm wondering if we can see it a little bit from at least the gateway. As you can see, this is a store in here and here on left, and especially here on the right. I'll try to lift you a little bit so you can peer in and actually show me later because I'm too small to see. So this is a local family temple, and a little bit older one, and a little bit of recent and more decorative one. Maybe actually these are two separate family compounds. Okay. Rejon, Uli, I'm really curious about this gate, and I'm gonna check it out.
Mana boleh masuk. Dia ada kerapanya dalam.
Look at the statues here. Backpackers. This is how we look like. Our backpacks are a little bit bigger though. Look at this gate. So this is a village temple. We realized that as much as this is as a little Pompeii in terms of the character, the cuteness, the architecture, it has absolutely nothing in terms of the size. Pompeii is huge, and this is just a village, and actually this is the main and only street of this little village. It doesn't take away from its cuteness. Maybe it's our misconceptions about Pompeii that led us astray into thinking that we're going to be walking here for hours, but it's definitely a place to check out, I would say. Even though I would really love to visit one of the houses that would be just set up as a normal traditional house and not as a store or shop, because every single one of them is selling something. But still, I think that this is how local community makes money, so let it be. Even though it's much smaller than we initially thought, I think that this is really worth checking out, especially that it's not too far from Ubud, and you have another beautiful temple on the way, so you can make several stops in here and just enjoy the entire complex, or like the entire Balinese culture in one take. So I would say that for me it's a 4 out of 5, but like a very strong 4. For now, I do not see really downsides. There are a lot of tourists, but this place is quite big, so we do not bother each other too much. It's a beautiful day, like nearly every single day in here, and the experience is actually quite enjoyable. Let's see how Oli evaluates the little visit here.
Oh, impressive. Give it a 5 out of 5. It's cute. Doesn't take away, the people don't take away from its cuteness. And I really like the detail that goes into the houses. It seems like before it was well recognized, I mean, it was still pretty active as a community of full of temples and shrines. So
Yeah.
really cute to see.
Temple and village exhausted American tourists looking for food.
Because I'm not the only one who's hungry.
For me.